This is the Life's Journey with Best Friends podcast. Listen as two best friends for over 40 years share our experiences, insights, and unique stories. All right, so welcome back, BFFers. Hopefully this works. So
Welcome back, BFFers.
Yeah, recorded last week. I don't know what happened, but we have to re-record. So I know you're not going to know this, but hopefully we remember everything. So
good thing I wrote some things down because
yeah,
my
me
memory
too.
is not what it used to be.
Yeah, mine either.
As you know.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was great. I ate, I had a good time. Meg and Billy hosted, and it was just really nice.
Did you have how did your week go that week though?
I think I might have been up. I fluctuated back and forth, up, down, regular, normal, status quo.
Okay.
So
all right. So
and then I started the shot after Thanksgiving again.
And how did that go? Was it okay?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. I've done 2 now.
Good.
Down 2 pounds.
Down? That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's great. So so for Thanksgiving,
I've been trying to get back in the swing of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like really kind of watching what I eat and all that good stuff.
That's awesome.
How about yours?
It was good. It was great. We had company over several days. Actually, we had most of Dave's family on Thursday, and then we had his other cousins on Friday, and then some of my cousins. Friday, and then some of my cousins on Saturday. So it was like all about food and drinking, and we had a lot of fun. For Thanksgiving, I didn't overdo it. We had company Thanksgiving. We had company the day after and the day after. So it was like, all the leftovers and all the food, and then we had Chinese food, and then we had pizza, and I was just like, oh, but I didn't gain anything that week, so which was great. And the following week, I lost 2 more pounds.
That's great.
So I'm down 12 now.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's just from doing this plant-based thing. It's wild. But I don't know. We'll see how it keeps going. But I have an appointment on Friday with the nutritionist.
Okay, what about your blood work?
It all came back today. They haven't called me, but I looked at it. So
yeah. How are your numbers?
My numbers are much better than they were in July. The only new thing that they did was a vitamin D, which my vitamin D is really, really low, really extremely low. And
really?
I don't know what that means. But my numbers are
It means you need to get out in the sun.
Yeah. It means, true. My numbers are still high above normal, but they are lower than they were.
How are your diabetic numbers?
I don't remember, but they're still high. But they're not, they're pre-diabetic. Yeah.
Okay, so then when do you go and talk to her about doing the shot?
So she's supposed to call me when she reviews the
results. She sees your stuff. So that's good. Yeah. They're in. So maybe by the end of the week, you might hear from her.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So
good.
We'll see. So that was kind of really it. I've just been back to doing what I'm doing, and I still really enjoy it. I'm not saying I'm not eating animal protein. I am, but nothing compared to what I was. So yeah.
Good.
Yeah. For you. Yeah. I really haven't started. I have a little bit, but I really didn't. We, ran into an issue this weekend when I had hoped to. Our well pump died, and we live,
What do you use well water all the time?
Yep. We don't have.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we don't have street water. We have a well. Yeah, and our well is 400 feet down, and it's under our deck. I don't know. They designed the house. They put it under the deck, so they had to cut off part of the deck. So now we're gonna have to replace that. But whatever, I'll deal with that next year. But we've got the pump in. Yeah, we were.
What happened to it?
It just died and it was old. That happens.
Yeah, I feel bad about the well thing.
Yeah, and it is what it is. They cut a big hole in our deck, so we're gonna have to replace that. But we'll worry about that next year. But we went about 14 hours without water.
What did you
Sucked.
do?
Well, thank God it was most of it was overnight, but I went to the store, bought some gallons of water. But
How do you
you
go to the
go to water,
bathroom?
you have to you pour water in the toilet, and it's because toilet is gravity fed pretty much. It just flushes it. It's the wildest thing.
Okay, I didn't ever knew
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah. So if you just pour water, like even now, if you just poured water in your toilet, it would just flush it
Well, why doesn't it flush while you pee?
because that's not enough water. You have to pour
Okay.
a lot of water in it. I mean, unless you pee a gallon of water, I
No,
mean,
I'm just
it's
wondering,
something more.
that's all.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. The weirdest thing is when you would go to wash your hands, which was actually
Because
kind of
you
cool because
turn on the faucet and there'd be no water.
constantly, and I realized, wow, I wash my hands a lot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. They came out the next morning, so it was good. So that's done for now.
Now, do you pay for that?
The pump?
Yeah, like well
Yeah.
water. It's not
No,
yours?
it's ours. It's our well. Yes, it's ours.
Right.
So let's just say it wasn't the pump and the well was dry. We would have to dig a whole new well.
Really?
Oh yeah, and that costs tens of
Because they
thousands
have
of
to dig
dollars.
down.
Yep. Yeah, ours is
Will you ever run
450.
out of water?
I hope not, but that has been known to happen. And when we're in a drought, I tend to freak out a little bit.
Okay. But you
Yeah.
probably, I mean, we've had so much rain.
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about it, but you never know. And well can run dry. Yeah,
It's
it's a
not
challenge.
just a
It's
saying. It's a
no,
it's a true
it's
thing.
it's the truth. Yep, yep, and that's happened. It is a little nerve wracking, but I've been dealing with it for so long. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know
All
you
right.
would panic. You would totally panic.
Yeah, my anxiety wouldn't handle that very
Yeah,
well.
no, no, not at all.
Well,
Yeah, well, but boom.
yeah.
So, you had an interesting story about
Yeah, my
your
work last
work.
week.
Yeah,
We
so
had the
tell us
active
about
shooter
that.
drill. I was
That would
like
scare the
stressed
shit out of
to
me.
the max about it. But come to find, I mean, I know what to do. We have to take tests on all kinds of procedures and policies. They have all kinds of codes at work.
Yeah,
And so, I mean, you know what to do, but I just was nervous that because he said he was going to come in screaming to get you nervous and,
yeah,
to see what it's really like to be in that kind of a situation. And
sure, yeah,
thank
yeah.
God that didn't happen. They just kind of talked to us and gave us some escape routes and what to do, what to use as weapons if we had to. The good thing that came out of it was we're getting some windows fixed so we could go out the window if we had to.
That's good, good.
Yeah, yeah. Because you know what? We only have one door in and out. So even if
Oh,
there
yeah,
was a
that's not
fire, to
good.
have the windows now workable are
Yep,
good.
that's
So,
good.
but it was, all I kept thinking about when they were talking to us and going over the what to do and is the little kids that have to one practice it
Yeah.
and then two the ones that have lived it.
Right. So I know that my Dave's daughter, we were camping this summer, and someone came up in conversation, and we started talking about it, and I could see the panic in her eyes. And her mom was like, "Yeah, when they do these active shooter things, she's like, it. She doesn't sleep afterwards. She's
No,
panicked
because
all
they
the
have the
time."
cops come in and scare the shit out of these kids.
Well, didn't they do that to like some other of your department?
Yeah,
Like,
so and this was when they first started doing the active shooter drill.
hmm
They practiced in an off-site location. They had the cops come in and kind of terrorize them and shooting blank red pellet bullets or something at them. They said it was really scary, and I said to them, had I been there for this, you would have had to have slapped me across the face because I would have been out of control. I would freak out.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I
No,
know you would.
think about it.
Right. No, and I get that. I understand that, but uh,
I mean, it's the day and age we live in, but
no, it is. It's scary.
I would have fucking freaked.
I know. Yeah, it is a scary
I mean, I
thing
was
that.
afraid when they did the fire alarms at school. It used to freak me out and make me nervous.
Oh my
Also,
gosh.
this is something else. When I was a little kid, if I heard sirens,
Mhm.
freaked me out, got my anxiety. I've always had anxiety. I just now know that that's what it was back then.
That's what it is. Yeah. Just, as yeah, when we were younger, it was just like, oh, you're nervous or you're dramatic or whatever, and
Yeah, but
it's not
the
that.
hearing sirens used to scare me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Wow. Yeah, I was thinking actually a couple of months ago, I'm like, we used to do fire drills at school, and you'd get out of class for a little
You
while.
used to
Well,
think it was the best thing in a way,
I
but
want that at work. Like, let's have some fire drills at work.
but
Like,
they used to
let.
make you stand outside in the cold without a
Yep.
jacket
Yep. Who
because some
cares? I don't.
stoop pulled it.
Yeah, right.
They
Well,
wanted to get
they
out
would
of a
always.
test.
Right. But they would always do the practice ones to, make sure that we knew what we were doing. But
Yeah,
they don't do
yeah.
that at work. There's just a sign. And when
Really,
we
you
have.
never have to practice them at work?
No,
We
no. And
do.
when we've had a couple, like literally, you're just supposed to exit the door. Everyone goes back to their desk and gets their pocketbook and their keys,
That's so
just
funny.
in case it's something real, we got to leave.
We
But you're not
had
supposed to do that.
when I worked at the other hospital, the sister hospital, Lawrence and Medford,
Yeah.
um, it was me and my friend Jen, and we were in the office, and the fire department and the maintenance guy came in, put a sign down, and said, "There's a fire in here. What do you do?" So then we
Oh,
had to really call it in, which I fucked up because I was nervous wreck. And then we had to go.
why did why did they have you call it the one that's like
I know, but it
anxiety
was
ridden?
only two of us, and there's a
Oh,
special number to call. And then Jen was going out to pull the alarm. You had to really
oh,
pull
okay.
it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
you
I
should have been the
dialed
puller.
0 instead of the number I was supposed to dial.
You should have been the puller because you can't fuck that up.
No, I know.
Yeah. Let's move on to our next fun segment.
The best
Woohoo!
time of the year
Yep, it
segment.
is. So Christmas. What we want to talk about is
Our
our
favorite
favorite
Christmas movies
Christmas
and
movies.
everybody's favorite Christmas movie, which ties us into our Christmas bingo.
Yep, our Christmas
Let's
bingo. So
talk a
we'll.
little bit about that first, Noel. Let's give the details about it in case people don't know what to do or
Okay.
how to play.
Right. So if you're interested in playing Christmas bingo, and
It's
basically
not
what
too
this
late to
is.
get a card.
Nope, absolutely not. So the contest we're running is from December 1st, but today, until the 23rd. And anytime you watch a Christmas movie that's on your bingo card,
You
you mark that off. So
right.
what we're going to do is if you're interested, you email us and we will email you a bingo card. And if
Correct.
you get 5 across, 5 down,
A
5
normal
diagonal,
bingo.
right, you will win some BFF merchandise.
Ooh, you could have my
Woo!
face on your
Woohoo!
mug.
Yeah, on your
My
mug.
mug on your mug.
There you go. um, and I think we have like 5 different cards, but not everyone watches the same movies.
Yeah.
So, but just email us, we'll send it back to you, and then once you complete it, email it to
And
us, and
when
whoever's
is
the
the
first one
deadline
in, they'll
though?
win. The 23rd. We're gonna
Okay.
let it run till the 23rd.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
first person that gets bingo gets a special prize.
Yep, they do. So make sure you email us and ask for your card. Or you can, reach out to us on our socials and we can get it to you that
Yeah,
way too.
whichever's easier for you. But we've had a bunch. I'm so excited. We
I know,
actually
me
have
too.
people playing.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. And I can guarantee you none of you will watch as many movies as Diana.
Nope.
So,
But my movies don't count because they're Hallmark.
no, that's true. So there's another, it's not really a contest. Like, what is it that you're doing? It's how
No,
many
so
movies?
Hallmark has an app for its Christmas movies, and there's 67 of them, I believe, and you can check off which ones you watch. And I really hope this year I can watch all 67 of them. I think I'm up to 19.
That's crazy.
I'm
What do you
so
watch, like 2 a
excited.
day?
Huh?
Do you watch like 2 of them a day?
Nah, I can't reveal my secrets.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not saying anything.
No.
It's the bathroom breaks. No.
No, no.
All
So
right, so
yeah,
we're
I'm
gonna
excited.
reveal.
I
Yeah,
wonder
that's
how many
awesome.
people out there like the Hallmark movies or stuff like that. Is
And
it just
you
me?
know, no, because well, I like them, but I only watch them at this time of the year. You watch the all the Hallmark movies all year long, don't you?
Kind of do. I didn't
Yeah.
really this summer, but I there's some shows on there, series that I like that I watch.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I like to watch them.
Yeah. No, I love to watch them. Like, and of course, my kids make fun of me. And it's like, yeah, but it's going to be happy and it's going to be beautiful scenery. And someone's going to have a cup of cocoa and someone's going to fall in love. And it's just,
Oh, my kids are
oh,
so relentless with me,
I
ruthless,
bet.
because they're like, it's the same movie over and over and over again. Someone is either from a big city and moves to a small town and they broke up with their boyfriend and then they get back together. Blah, blah, blah. They fall in love with a small town person and quit their big city job.
And that's okay because you know what?
But it's
You can,
happy. It's nothing. It's
right.
it's it's an easy watch for me.
Right. And you can be doing other things while it's in the background or whatever, or
I
you're
love it.
scrolling on your phone or
Yeah.
shopping on,
No one else in my
online.
house likes it.
And do they all like escape? Like, do they leave when it's on?
Yeah. Or they sit
Oh,
there and complain the whole fucking time.
it would be like, then leave. And then this way you would actually get time to
Right?
yourself.
Well, I can watch it upstairs. I like to watch them in my rooms a lot of
I'm
times
sure
so
I know.
no one disturbs me.
That's your favorite place.
So,
Underneath your Christmas comforter with your Christmas
you
slippers.
want to hear what I just did? I
Yeah,
hung
do.
some lights in my room.
Did you? Oh my gosh, I want to do that so bad.
Yep, just did
Oh,
it.
speaking of decorating the rooms, did you get your trees yet that you ordered?
No,
Like,
my China trees are haven't moved since 11:30, November 30th.
so they're still on the boat.
We don't know. They're somewhere. I can't read what it says really because it's in Chinese.
Oh, okay.
It
That's so
just said
funny.
just left the distribution center.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it'll appear all of a sudden and you'll have to let us know and fill us in.
I hope it's before Christmas.
I hope so too.
Yeah, that's
All right.
my new saga. I'm waiting for the every day I check.
Oh, I'm sure, right? All right. So let's reveal our top 5 Christmas movies. And we'll start from number 5 and go to number 1.
Okay,
Okay?
so from
You
do you,
start with your number. You start with your number 5.
and then I'll go to you for 5 and like we'll do
Yeah.
it. Okay, let's see how similar we are.
Okay.
If we are.
If
So
we
for
are.
me, my 5, which I just watched this weekend, was A Year Without a Santa.
Oh
I
my
watched
gosh, I
it with the
love that.
grandkids. I just love that. I'm singing along. I'm such a goon. I love it.
No, that's awesome. Totally awesome. So I'm kind of similar, but I would say mine, I just watched it yesterday, is Rudolph. But it's that same claymation. And
Yeah.
I do love
It
A
just
Year
brings
Without
you
a
back to
Santa.
being a kid, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I love it. I just, I
That's
get,
so funny because
yeah, I just sit there with a smile on my face.
my number
I
4
know
is
it's there.
Rudolph, which I watched this weekend again. And I didn't
Oh,
watch it
okay.
with the grandkids. It was my kids wanting to watch it.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emily actually heard the music and was kind of standing there dancing. And I was like, hey, I've recorded it. Do you want to watch? And she's like, no, I'll do that later. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, whatever. My number 4 is pretty much any version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I love A
I
Christmas Carol.
I love all of them. I love the one like Scrooged. I like the black and whites. I like the cartoon ones. I love them all. The Mickey Mouse ones. I love it. I love it. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is A Christmas Carol, but I like the very old Christmas Carol. I don't know who's in
The
it.
black and white
Black
one
and
from
white. I want to say
okay.
for some reason George C. Scott, but that could be
He's
a
in
made
one,
up
but I
name.
think
I think I could have made that up.
no, he is an Ebenezer Scrooge in one, but I think that one's from the 60s.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but there's one that it's an old version and I just love it.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah. My number 3 is the Tim Allen Santa Claus.
I love that one too.
I think it's so beautiful. Like I want the bedroom that he has, and I just absolutely love it. I still remember the first time I saw it, and I wasn't a little kid. I was a
No, I
grown
know.
adult. I was just
Right.
like, oh my gosh, I love this. Absolutely love it.
Have you been watching the new versions, like the
No, I'm
Christmas
scared to
Claus or whatever it is?
because I
It's
don't.
good.
Is it okay? Because I
Yeah,
just don't.
the last
Mm,
year's was really good. I
okay.
haven't finished this year's.
All right. No, because I loved the second one where he got married, and then the third one with Jack Frost. I hated it.
You did?
I
I didn't mind it.
ugh.
It wasn't my favorite. Kind of
I love
silly.
Martin Short, but I hated that movie. So I know
Yeah.
I was like so afraid to watch the other ones. All right. Number two. What's your number two?
Elf.
That's mine too.
Really?
Yes, I absolutely
Oh my
love,
God.
love, love Elf.
I literally I don't know where we must have been going to Florida or something. It was around Christmas time and Elf was on and I literally was laughing, belly laughing on the plane out loud. Like I'm sure with headphones on you can't hear, right? So
Right,
I'm sure
right.
everybody around me must have been like, "What's this kook doing?"
But no, it is. It's just so kitschy and it's so stupid and it's
Oh,
just
it's so
awesome.
funny. It just gets
It
you in a
is.
good mood.
Yep. Dave loves the part where they're singing. He's a sucker for a good singing voice, so he loves when she's singing in the shower.
Yeah, that's a
So
good.
it
Baby, it's
is.
cold outside. The
Yeah,
canceled
yeah,
song.
yeah. The
That's
canceled.
another thing we need to talk about today. So we'll talk about that after.
Yeah. All right. And now, number one. What is your number one most favorite Christmas
Drum roll, please.
song?
It's a Wonderful Life.
That's mine too. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I mean,
Yep.
how can it not be?
I know,
And I
right? That's
haven't
just.
watched it yet.
I haven't either. I've been kind of saving it till I get closer to Christmas. I don't know why. Usually I'll watch it like 10 times,
Oh
but I'm
my
just
God, I
maybe
just love that movie.
I do too. Zuzu's Petals. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
love it.
Yeah, that's great. All right. So we both kind of looked up to see who other people liked for what their favorite Christmas movies were. So we looked up two different kind of very popular sites
Yep.
that review movies.
I just want to
And
say one thing.
yeah,
Um, I'd like people, if they'd like, to send in their top 5 movies. Maybe there's some on there that I've never seen, or you have suggestions for us.
okay,
Please
yeah.
email us or message us on our socials, whatever. I would love new movies to watch.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, there really hasn't been some, newer movies yet that I remember this year. I actually haven't really looked, to be honest with you. I've been so
There's
busy
so many movies
watching
I
all
could
my
have put
other
on
stuff.
my list,
Yeah, me too.
but
All right.
you got to do a top 5.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let me look and see. Okay, so I have my list. All right, so I chose the Rotten Tomatoes list. So they gave us their 100 best movies of all time, but we're just going to go through like their top 10. Um, so their number one Christmas movie is Meet Me in St. Louis.
Now, I've never heard of that movie.
I have never seen it. I have heard of it. And the only reason I have heard of it is because I know that one of the songs that Judy Garland sings in it is "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," and
Oh, okay.
from that movie, that's where it became popular. However, I know this. I know stupid Christmas trivia. So there's a line in it. It says, "Someday soon we'll all be together if the fates allow."
Yes.
Un- yep. And her version is, or from the movie says, "Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow." So
Yes.
yep. So that's still a version out there. However, if you bring it up to Frank Sinatra, thought it was very depressing and decided that he wanted to change that. So he asked whoever the writer was, and they said fine. So he changed it to "Through the years we'll all be together if the fates allow. So hang a shining star upon the highest bough."
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
those are two different stories. So you won't hear that line in one song and the other line in
Wow,
the other
that's
song.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the only
Look at you with your trivia.
I know, right? So I listened to a lot of different podcasts about Christmas trivia and stuff. So that was interesting. But yeah, I was like, I guess even though I knew the song was from that movie, I didn't think it was a Christmas movie. I don't know why. Maybe kind of like how Die Hard's not a Christmas movie,
But
just
everybody
because it.
swears it is.
Just because it has a Christmas tree in it doesn't make it a Christmas movie. I'm
Makes it
sorry.
just because it's made around Christmas doesn't make it a
Right. That
Christmas movie,
means nothing. All
right?
right. So what is uh your list and what's your number one?
Okay, so I decided to look at IMDb top
Okay.
100 of all time movies,
Yep.
and their number one is my number one. It's a Wonderful Life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So they're okay. So
I think
I
there's
can't say if
one
I haven't
person
saw
from
the other
that
movie.
movie still alive.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
It's from
All right.
1946.
Is it really that
Yeah.
old? Wow.
Imagine that.
Wow.
I just love that. In the scenes where it's snowing like crazy, like I miss that. We
Yeah.
never get.
No, we don't get snow like that anymore. I
No.
mean, I'm kind of okay with that sort
No,
of,
I know,
but
but just at Christmas and.
right. Yeah. Yeah, it seems very different and I don't want to talk about global warming or anything,
No, no,
but
I don't
yeah,
mean that.
no, I know. It's
Seasons
just it
just
doesn't
shift. It's no
yeah.
global warming,
No, I agree.
in my opinion.
Me too. All right, so number 2 on Rotten Tomatoes is oh my gosh, The Shop Around the Corner.
What the fuck is
I,
that?
I have no fucking idea. And Jimmy Stewart's in it, so I
Really?
don't. Yep,
Did
I
he
have no
get
idea.
like? Did he get stuck in Christmas movies?
He must have. But yeah, I have no idea. No clue. So never heard of it.
You're gonna die when I
Maybe it'll
tell
be
you my
one that I'll.
number two.
All right, maybe we'll have to put that one on our list to
Yeah, I'd
watch and
like to
see.
watch it.
Okay, so what's your number 2?
My number two is Die Hard from 1988.
Okay, so first of
We
all,
should debate this. Let's debate this. Okay?
it's not a Christmas movie. And why is it number 2?
I don't know. And why?
Even if it is a Christmas movie, why is it number 2?
There's
It's
so
not a
many other
great.
movies out there.
Yeah, I don't get that. All right, BFFers, please tell us number 1, why is it a Christmas movie?
And number two, do you think it's a Christmas movie?
And why would it be number 2? Like that just doesn't make
There's
sense.
so many better movies out there.
Right? Like I'm sure most guys will argue, "Oh, it's a Christmas movie," and I'm like, it's no,
I think they think it's a Christmas movie because it's set at a Christmas party, but it's
right?
not about Christmas.
No,
It's
it's
just
not.
at that time of the year. So
Right,
I don't
right.
feel like it's a Christmas movie.
No,
I
it's
really
not about
don't.
the
Did it come out at
generosity.
Christmas time? Do we know?
I don't know, probably. I have no idea.
Me
And
neither.
it's
I'm
been
not a
so
fan of
long.
the movie.
Oh, I like the movie. I just never in my life ever thought it was a Christmas movie,
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
all
think
of a
it's a
sudden,
Christmas movie either.
yeah. Oh. Well, we don't have to debate that, so we both agree.
Right.
So we're right.
But we are right. We're always right.
Right. All right.
I should
So
ask
my
Jim.
number.
He's always right. See what he
Oh, right.
thinks.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So my number 3 is a new Christmas movie. It came out in 2023.
What is it?
It's called The
It came out this year?
Holdovers. Yeah. And it's number 3 on the top 100 best Christmas movies. These people suck.
Yeah.
How?
Who
I don't
who who
understand.
picked those?
Rotten Tomatoes, and I usually agree with a lot of their stuff. So this is.
Doesn't Rotten Tomatoes mean they're bad?
No, it's just
I know, it
mean.
was a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, never heard of it, but okay, I'll have to
What is
maybe
it?
check that out. The Holdovers, not the leftovers. The
The
Holdovers.
Holdovers, and who's in it?
Uh, let's
Is
see. Paul
um
Giamatti.
okay,
I know that name.
I was just gonna ask you that because I just saw something about it.
Yeah, so maybe it's good.
I'll have to look. I like him.
I love him. Yes, yeah.
The
All
Holdovers.
right.
I'm gonna add that on my list.
Okay. All right. So now I have 3 movies to watch. Good lord. All right. What's your number 3?
Home Alone. Love,
Okay.
love, love, love this movie.
Yeah.
One of my
That was such a
faves. It
great.
brings me
Yeah.
back to when my kids were little.
Yeah.
Billy loved this movie.
Well, it was so funny and it was kind of different from anything else. It was what you imagine leaving your kid at home. Like, I don't know how that mother, like, Could you imagine if you did that, left your kid at home?
No.
Oh,
But I
wait a
have
minute.
left my kids somewhere.
I
We
was
talked
gonna
about
say
this.
we've had talked about that. That's the ice skating rink. What
Yeah.
if she wasn't alone?
No.
I forgot. I forgot about that.
Listen, life was hectic. No
It is.
judging.
No, no judgments ever. I'm just gonna laugh at you forever. Was that your number four?
Yeah.
Okay. My number four is from 2015 and it's called Tangerine.
What the fuck, Noelle? I've never heard of these movies. None of
I
them.
don't know. I have no idea. I've never heard of this either. So
Who's in
I'm
this?
just moving
Anybody
on.
we know?
No, no one. No, I'm looking at, never heard of it. Okay.
My
All
number
right.
5,
Yeah.
one of my faves, Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Oh,
Reindeer.
nice. I like your list. It's so
Me
much better than
too.
mine. Yeah. All right. My number five is Miracle on 34th Street.
Again,
Huh.
a movie I've never seen.
I've never seen it either, but I understand. I mean, it's been remade several times. I know that it's, everyone talks about it. I understand the premise of it. Um, but yeah, okay. So I'll agree with that. All right. What's your number six?
My number 6 is a family tradition at our house. It
Mhm.
is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. That
From
cracks me up. Never.
19, what year? 19 what?
I would say 88.
89. Very good.
Oh, okay. I just knew it was after we graduated high school, so I was just trying to take a good guess. My number six is actually one of my favorites, or in my top 10, but The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Never
So
saw
I do
it.
love that. Yeah.
I'm going
It's
0 for 0, for 10 or
it's a
6. 0 for 6.
yeah, for six. It's a Disney movie. How have you never seen it?
I don't know. I just have never watched it.
No, well,
Is it
you
about Christmas or is it about Halloween?
it's about both.
So I
So it's
don't like
about
it if it's not Christmas.
it is Santa's in it.
Oh.
So it's about the
So then
king
Die
of
Hard could be a Christmas movie.
Fuck
You
off.
just made the
No.
case.
No, 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 because this is actually has all the warmth and the generosity.
Okay.
Um Die Hard does not. No.
No, Die Hard's just a shoot 'em out movie. Shoot 'em
Yeah,
up
yeah. Right.
movie.
Okay. Now you're number 7.
Number 7, I'm not a fan of it, but I will watch it. Is A Christmas Story.
Oh my gosh, no. That's our
I'm
like
just not a huge fan. I mean, it's on my list, like it's not on my top 10 list.
yeah. Okay. I
So
get that. So it's huge in our family. We quote it all the time. We watch it while we're decorating
we
the
quote it
tree.
all the
It's
time too,
yeah.
though.
Yeah. But
Wah
it is
wah
and
wah wah
it's
wah.
it's
La,
so
wah,
funny. Yeah,
wah.
right. My number 7 is Little Women.
Another movie I haven't seen.
So I don't understand why it's a Christmas movie. It's a great movie, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's a Christmas movie. But okay, yeah, we're doing really good. So you're 0 and
Still 0
7
for
from my
7.
list. Okay, all right, number 8.
Miracle on 34th Street from
Okay,
1947.
so that was on my list too. Mine was 1947. It was the same one. Okay. My number 8 is something that's not really new, but it was in 2019. It's called Claws. It's an animated
Yeah, I haven't
about like a
seen it
postman.
again.
It's good. It's cute. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, another one. Yeah, but yes, no,
I'm
it's
too busy
definitely
watching
good.
Hallmark movies.
Yeah, that right. You're gonna make your what's it 67? You got to
Yeah.
do. So yep, I get that. I understand that. Again, I don't understand why it's that top on the list, but at least I think it's a Christmas movie. All right, number 9 for you.
Elf.
Woohoo!
Yes. From 2003.
Wow, that's 20 years old.
Yeah, imagine that.
That's crazy. Wow. All right, my number 9 from 2015 is Carol.
Like a Christmas carol or a
Just
woman carol.
a woman Carol. Yeah, Kate Blanchett's in it. Sarah Paulson.
So
Hey,
I'm
you're
0 for
0.
9 on your
0 for
list.
9. Yep. Yep. Okay. And what's your number 10?
And I don't know why this, I mean, we talked about this before. Gremlins. 1984. I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
It's not. It takes place at Christmas, so there we go again. It
Right.
is not
It doesn't
about the
have the
the warmth
factors
and
to
the
make it a Christmas
generosity.
movie. Right.
Yeah, yeah, no, not at all. So no, I agree. That's in the same category as Die Hard,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, my number 10. You're going to be 1 for 9.
Oh, I am?
I mean, yeah,
Woo!
1 and 9. It's a Wonderful Life.
Wow. Why is it so low?
I don't know. Oh, number 11 is Die Hard.
My next one was Bad Santa. I
I
know.
didn't like that. So number 12 is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. That movie sucked. This list sucks.
Yeah, you
Then
got a
after
bad
that
list.
is something called The Apartment. And then it's Little Women again. And like Tokyo Godfathers. I never even heard of these.
I don't think they're real movies.
I don't think they know what they're doing there. Rare exports? What the hell is that?
Yeah, I'm not. I like
I'm
the
done.
classics.
Yes, me too.
I have
Yes,
I
I
have a
agree.
list of four that I want to watch. Meet Me in
Okay.
St. Louis,
Yep.
The Shop Around the Corner,
Yep.
Miracle on 34th Street, and The Holdovers.
Okay. There you go. I'll
Those
I'll do
that's what
those
I'm
four.
aiming to watch.
Okay. I'll do those too. Those sound good to me. All
So
right. So
BFFers, let us know, what do you think of those top 10 movies? Um, do you have others that you'd put in instead or take out? Let us know what
do you
you
think
think.
Die Hard and Gremlins are really a Christmas
Yeah, I
movie?
mean, we'd love to know what people think about these
Yeah,
movies.
most definitely. The only other thing right now that I can think of, not that I can think of, but kind of wondering what the hell is going on is if you're from this area, if you're from New England, if you're from Massachusetts, is the all the crap that's going on at Kowloon.
Noelle, the cow, what is happening there?
I don't know. So the night before Thanksgiving, it's always been a huge drinking night,
And
and I know
is
that
that
they have.
just a Northeast thing, or is it the
I
whole
don't
country?
know.
Everybody goes out.
I would think it's the whole country because typically what happens is kids are home from
Yeah,
college.
everybody's back.
Yeah, and they're meeting up with their friends they haven't seen in a while, and it's kind of
Yeah.
a quote unquote reunion thing, and get the hell out of the house while mom's cooking, and that kind of stuff. So there was an altercation between a few people. Did
Do
you
you
watch the
know?
video?
So I was reading about that. Most of the people that were arrested were in their 30s.
Oh, and I read two of the people were 19.
Yes, two people were 19, but the others were in their 30s.
Oh, yes, yes,
So there's a couple things wrong there. A 30-year-old, why the fuck are you fighting?
right. And
And
there
the
was a woman that was
19-year-old, you're
involved.
drinking at a bar, and now you're going to get their liquor license suspended.
Right. But that's the restaurant's fault for serving them.
Yeah.
Although we don't know that they were served. They could have
We
just come
don't
in and
know
they
if
were
they were
drunk.
served.
Right. Yeah. We
They
have
could
no
have just
idea.
been there.
Right. A woman was involved. Supposedly she had taken a bottle and smashed it over someone's head.
Did
But
you
I have
see him?
never
He had blood all over
Yes.
his face. It was kind of
Yes.
a melee,
It was like something out of a crazy movie. Like all of a sudden you're sitting there eating your crab rangoon and bam,
a fight
someone
breaks
gets hit
out.
over the yeah, right?
What could have been so awful that they had to get into a fight?
Right? Absolutely. I can't even imagine. It's the night before Thanksgiving. It's all about gratitude
And
and
then
stuff.
you gotta go to jail. Well, no,
Right.
they didn't get arrested until
No, they
after.
didn't. They're still investigating it,
Yeah,
but they were the ones that
true.
were spoken
But
to.
you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
It is because it's absolutely insane, and I just don't understand where people are coming from. This goes back to us talking about where everyone's just impatient with each other, and
You're right.
no one's
And
nice
people
anymore.
just don't, right, they're rude,
Yeah, yeah, they
and
just
someone says us something and then they're like, butt out,
right,
buddy.
right, and wham, it's just absolute. It's like Fight Club in the middle of middle of Collins. It's insane.
Right, but they
And
like, I
then
mean, you never hear about incidents, and now we have this one that happened the night before Halloween, and
no Thanksgiving.
Sorry, Thanksgiving. And now, over the weekend, there was a stabbing, but it's a weird story, so I need people to explain this to me. So they're
I
saying it was an accidental stabbing, that the
right.
gentleman wore a lanyard around his neck with a knife.
But they're not saying if he stabbed himself. They're not saying if someone else stabbed him. So I had looked upon articles. He was there for a birthday party. There were about 30 people in their group. And then he was found around 9 o'clock, um, 9 o'clock at night in the parking lot. He was still alive at the time, but
So was he
in
missing from the party or?
don't there are no there's nothing. They're just saying that this man, it was a complete accident. Poor guy, he's got two little babies
I
at
know, and
home.
he was young. Will
you
this
know
make you stay away from the Kowloon, or would you still go?
well, it was funny because we've been talking about taking the kids there, because up here in New Hampshire our Chinese food restaurants are not like that big, and it's like a show there almost. And we keep saying to them, oh, we gotta go, we gotta go. Now I'm like, I don't know if I would
We
go.
used to go there for Christmas Day dinner. We went with the Thomases like 3 years in a row.
Right.
Never worried about being there.
I would never. That's where we went the day after. That well, I shouldn't say that, after our proms.
Yeah,
That's where we. Yeah, and we had never had an issue.
never.
Although that was
We just
ever.
took
That
the
was
kids there recently, the grandkids. I just love it.
yeah.
I
I
mean, I love the food. This is another good question I'd like to put out there. Are there traditions that people do that they've carried on from generations? Like for me, I make cookies, started with my grandmother, and then my mom was doing it, and my mom and grandmother did it together. Then I started with them, and then it was, you know, the three of us doing it. And now that Nana's no longer here, I keep up the tradition and still make a ton of cookies. I used to give them to the neighbors pre-COVID. I don't do that anymore, so I've cut
yeah
way back,
yeah
and
because I did them with you
just
for a
make them
few
for us.
years. Yeah, I did them with you for a few years, and I was giving them to my neighbors, and then yeah, COVID just kind of stopped that, so that's
Yeah.
why I don't
But I
do them
mean,
anymore.
does anybody have traditions like that that they do? Does
No,
your family do the seven fishes or any of that?
no, no. So they used to years and years ago, but now we don't, because I'm really the only one that would eat all of that stuff. Dave would not eat
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't either.
majority
My
of it.
mom does it for Christmas Eve, the seven
Yeah,
fishes. She does like baked stuffed shrimp, lobster pie, smelts,
I love
calamari.
smelts.
She does a whole bunch. I don't eat most of that, so
No, yeah, because I don't. I was gonna say I don't think you eat any of that stuff.
I'll
So
eat lobster pie and probably a baked stuffed shrimp.
okay. So who eats the smelts and stuff?
My
Your brother?
brother
Oh,
loves the
yeah,
smelts.
I love smelts too. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are so good.
yeah.
I would eat it all. But yeah, I'm the only one. So
I
who
think she does
eats?
like shrimp cocktail.
Mm,
Sometimes they do like the raw oysters or quahogs or little
okay.
necks.
Yep, little necks. You wouldn't eat a raw quahog, but yeah. Oh, I
I
love. No,
wouldn't eat
you
any of
had a
that.
co. Yes, you did. You had a
I
stuffed
ate it. I
quahog.
wouldn't eat it again.
You
It's
said
just,
you liked it.
it was full of sand. It was gross.
No, 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 no. The quahog, the big
Oh, the
stuffed one.
stuffed quahog, I would eat again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, that's what
Absolutely.
I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you meant raw oysters and
No,
little
I know.
necks.
I love those. Oh, they're so good.
Gross. So
I
make it a quick
guess
episode because we got to get shit done for Christmas.
right. And our next episode will be about Christmas again too.
Yeah, we got a couple ideas that we're brainstorming on for our next episode.
So definitely
Wink,
hit us up
wink.
for yeah, wink wink. So definitely hit us up for your holiday bingo movie cards, and you maybe will autograph something for you. So when you're famous, it'll be worth something.
Yeah.
All right, BFFers. Until next week. We'll see you
Bye,
later.
BFFers.
Bye.
You've been listening to Life's Journey with Best Friends. For details on any of the things we've mentioned in the podcast, including photos, visit our website lifesjourneybff.com. You can also email us at lifesjourneybff@gmail.com, or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads.
Remember, no matter where life takes you, you are never alone when you have a best friend by your side. Until next time.